Isaac Eva, the batter, left-hander against the right-handed pitcher, Brady Nelson on the mound for the Saints. Here's the first pitch. It's swung on and fouled away. Count is 0-1. 0-1 the count. Xavier Whittle, the DH, awaits on deck for the Hawks. 1 out, nobody on. And the 0-1 pitch on the way is a ground ball to first. Quick toss to the pitcher, Nelson, from the first baseman. That was Querbach. 2 up and 2 down in the Hawks' first inning. Going to bring up Xavier Whittle, the DH.
Xavier Whittle.
So Xavier Whittle, the DH, batting here for the Hawks in this first inning. 2 out, nobody on. First pitch to Whittle is up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count on Xavier Whittle. The cleanup batter, Lee Gray, awaits on deck if Whittle can get aboard. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Curveball is outside, make it 2-0. So the count goes to 2-0. Just joined us. Beautiful day here at the ballpark. Not a cloud in the sky. Beautiful day here, sunny, and it's going to be warm here. Belted down the right side. It is drifting foul, and it's going to drop into foul territory, and they couldn't catch it. So Whittle coming back to the plate. To the count. Again, nobody on, 2 out, top of the first. Two pitch on the way. It's low and away. Make it 3-2. 3-2 the count. And the payoff pitch, curveball, strike 3, call, got him looking. No, actually, that was a ball. Sorry, I thought he called that a strike. And the count is full. That was a good pitch, too. My apologies. And the pitch, and he walked him. Ball 4 to Whittle. It'll bring up the catcher, Lee Gray. Fastball in for a strike. The count goes to 0-1. 0-1 the count to Gray.
Shut it off and turn it back on again.
The 0-1 pitch to Gray is a strike, make it 0-2. So the count goes to 0-2. Nelson likes to work fast and obviously likes to get ahead of the batters in the count. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, and he gets him. The side is over. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Nelson. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of 1, we're scoreless. We'll be right back. We are back here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The Clair College Saints get ready to bat for the first time in this one. Bottom half of the first inning. Bryce Plain, Cannon Gale, and Ryan Korbach will be the first three batters for the Saints here in their first inning. Nothing as we get set to start the bottom half of the first inning. Just finishing his warm-up tosses is the pitcher, Ronan Hayes, the right-hander. Getting set to start the bottom half of the first inning. The Saints' first at bat is mentioned. The leadoff hitter, the shortstop, Bryce Plain.
The shortstop, number 2, Bryce Plain.
Plain, who wears number 2, is the leadoff hitter here in the Saints' first inning. And the first pitch to Plain is inside and high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Plain. And the 1-0 pitch is outside, make it 2-0. So the count goes to 2-0 on Plain, as mentioned earlier. Cannon Gale will be on deck. He's the second batter here in this inning. Bottom of 1. The 2-0 pitch on the way. In for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1 the count on Plain. Ryan Korbach is the third batter in this inning. Here's the pitch way outside and off the dirt. Count is now 3-1. Saints would like to get people on board early. Get some runs early, too. One pitch inside, and he walked him. So Plain gets a walk. Is going to bring up Cannon Gale, the third baseman. Runner at first. Nobody out.
Number 20, Cannon Gale.
We'll have to see if the Saints send somebody early on a stolen base attempt. Pitcher does not throw hard. That might be advantage to the Saints. There's Plain at first. Umpire has called timeout. Again, runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of 1. And the pitch. In for a strike. 1 strike to Gale. Ryan Korbach is on deck for the Saints. Again, runner at first. Again, nobody out. Quick throw to first. Hayes will try to keep the Saints honest on the base pass. Might have his work ahead of him. Let's see. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into center field. Hovering under it and making the grab is the center fielder, Jack St. Louis. And there's one out in the Saints' first inning. Runner stays at first. It's going to bring up the first baseman, Ryan Korbach.
18, Ryan Korbach.
Left-handed hitting Korbach with again a runner at first. 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of 1. Just a glorious day here at the ballpark. It is going to get warmer though. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Korbach. He's got some power. Let's see what he can do with it. And the pitch. Runner goes, and he's going to go uncontested. A stolen base for Plain. And now the Saints have a runner in scoring position, a runner at second with 1 out. Here's the pitch on the way. Outside and high. Counts 3-0. Again, runner at second. Saints looking to get their first run across the plate here in this one. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He fouls it off. Runner at second. 2-2 count. 2-2 the count on Korbach. And the pitch on the way, swung on and belted foul down the left side. Count remains 2-2. First game of 2 here at the ballpark. We're glad you're along here. We Digital. Runner at second with 1 out. 2-2 pitch on the way. Hit sharply to short, and it can't control it. Run's going to score. And the Saints take an early 1-0 lead. As Equinen could not handle the sharply hit ball. And the Saints lead at 1-0. And it's going to bring up the DH, Eric Rosmina. So the Saints lead 1-0 on a sharply hit ball of the shortstop. That couldn't handle it.
Number 26, Eric Arosina.
That was a tough one to handle. And Rosmina is the batter, fourth batter, the cleanup hitter, runner at first, 1 out. Curveball in for a strike, it's 0-1. So the Saints get the game's first run. Quick throw to first, keeping Korbach honest. The pitcher, Ronan Hayes. And the pitch is up high. Again, runner at first. 1 out, Saints lead 1-0, bottom of 1. And the pitch is outside and low. The pitch. Sharply hit into left field for a single. A solid single off the bat of Rosman, and it's runners at first and second for the Saints. That's going to bring up the right fielder, Mitch McCosh.
Right fielder, number 32, Mitch McCosh.
Runners at first and second with 1 out. The Saints leading 1-0, and again, runners in scoring position. And the big left-handed batter, McCosh, stepping up to the plate. First pitch to McCosh is way outside and wide, 1-0. Hayes in a jam here for the Humber Hawks. Here in the bottom of the first inning, he's thrown a lot of pitches already. Here's the pitch, swung on and hit into left field. It's not deep, and making the play is the left fielder, Justin Groves. And there's 2 out in the Saints' second inning. And it's going to bring up the center fielder, Andrew Sleeman.
Andrew Sleeman.
So 2 out, bottom of 1. Saints with a 1-0 lead with runners at first and second. And Sleeman up the bat. On deck is the left fielder, Owen Levesque. Let's see what Sleeman can do here. First pitch to Sleeman is in for a strike, catches the corner. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Sleeman. One pitch on the way, and it's popped up. Catcher has room. He dropped the ball. The catcher drops the ball, so the batter will stay at the plate. That was Lee Gray. Had trouble tracking it. Whether he lost it in the sun, I don't know, but nevertheless, it's Runners still at first and second with 2 out here in the Saints' first inning. And alive at the plate is Sleeman. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Curveball gets him swinging. And the side is retired. Not before the Saints, however, get a run, 1 hit. At least 2 errors. And the score as we go into the top of the second inning as the Saints lead it 1-0. We'll be right back. So we are back. It's a fly ball in the deep center field, and making the grab on the run, Andrew Sleeman, 1 up and 1 down in the Hawks' second inning. That was Justin Groves with the hit that was hit fairly deep into center field.
First baseman number 21.
Look at this on the replay in the top.
Blue.
So Cannon Blue will step up. Callum Blue, the first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Top of 2. Saints lead 1-0. First pitch to Blue is swung on and belted into left field. It's a base hit. Almost bounced over the head of the left fielder. That was Levesque, but he managed to grab it, and it's a solid single by Blue.
Third baseman number 12, David Boetto.
David Boetto is the batter, the third baseman. So there's a runner at first. 1 out. Here in the Humber Cox second inning. The first pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 to Boetto. Caleb Equirin is on deck for the Hawks. Runner at first. And the pitch. In for a strike, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count on Boetto. Nelson struck out 2 batters in the first inning. Here's the pitch, the 0-2 count outside, make it 1-2. 1-2 the count to Boetto. Nelson faced 4 batters in the first inning. Had a walk and 2 strikeouts. Again, runner at first. That's Groves. The pitch is low. 2-2. 2-2 the count. Throw to first base to keep the runner honest. Two and two. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, but the catcher stops it in front of him. The runner does not advance. The count goes to 3-2. Count is full to Boetto. Again, runner at first, 1 out. And Nelson deals. Belt to the left field, base hit. Solid single off the bat of Boeto. And the Hawks have runners at first and second with one out here in the second inning. They'll bring up the shortstop, Caleb Equirin.
Shortstop number 2, Caleb Iguarin.
So Equirin, the batter, first time up this afternoon again. 2 runners on, 1 out. Hawks threatening to score here against Nelson. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball wide of third, foul. 0-1 the count to Equirin. Parker Dean's the right fielder and the last batter in the lineup for the Hawks, scheduled up next. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. 0-2, 1 out. Top of 2. The 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off the screen right in front of us. Count remains 0-2. The 2-0 pitch is swung on and hit into center field. We'll see if the runners try to advance. They do not. As Sleeman makes the play in center field. And there are 2 outs in the Hawks' second inning. And Parker Deans will step up to the plate, the right fielder.
Right fielder number 17, Parker Deans.
So first and second, 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Humber College trying to tie this game up and go ahead. Nelson delivers. A curveball is low and wide. 1-0. 1-0 the count. The pitch to Deans. Look out, it hit him. So a hit batsman's going to load the bases as Deans gets hit by a pitch. And the bases are loaded for the Hawks, for the leadoff batter, Jack St. Louis, who struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1.
Center fielder number 18.
So bases loaded.
Jack St. Louis.
2 outs here in the Hawks' second inning. And the pitch by Nelson, a curveball is low, 1-0. 1-0 the count to St. Louis. The 1-0 pitch on the way, belted, fair ball down the left field line. 2 runs are going to score. Going to third and diving on the play, and he's going to be safe at third base. Was Deans. Runner goes to second on the hit, and a solid hit by St. Louis, and 2 runs score. And the Hawks have taken a 2-1 lead here in the second inning. That was a great hit down the line. And it's now 2-1, Humber College.
7, Isaac Duva.
So Isaac Equin, the batter. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 0-1. Runners at second and third. 2 outs, but the Hawks have taken the lead. It's 2-1 here in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch is way outside, make it 1-1. 1-1 the count. Hawks so far have 3 hits in this innings and also 2 runs. The 1-0 pitch, way outside, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. Two-0 pitch on the way. Strike call, make it 2-1. So the count has worked to 2-1. Again, runners at second and third. 2 out, bottom of 2. The Hawks have taken a 2-1 lead here in this one. Here's the pitch. Inside. Counting is full. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. Again, runners at second and third. Isaac Ekron, the batter. And the pitch on the way. Swung on and hit down the left field side. And he could not make the play. He was a third baseman despite the efforts of Cannon Gale. And the batter remains at the plate. The count 2-2. Again, second and third. Hawks threatening to add to their lead. Here's the pitch. Fouled off right in front of us, this time to my right, or I should say left. There's a lot of pitches thrown here to this batter. I believe it's 9 pitches so far. Here's the pitch. Curveball chopped slowly to second. And they make the play. They flip it over. Good play by the second baseman. That was Schreier, and the side's retired, but not before some damage is done. 2 runs, 3 hits. Where is the score as we come to the bottom of the second inning? The Saints trail 2-1. We'll be right back. Half of the second inning with the Saints trailing 2-1. Levesque, McNaughton, and Schreier are the 3 batters up for the Saints here in their second inning. Here's the pitch inside. Did it hit him? Nope, I guess it didn't. Count is 1-0. 1-0 the count to Levesque. The 1-0 pitch on the way. Curveball is up high, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. The catcher, Riley McNaughton, awaits on deck for the Saints. Here's the pitch. Inside, make it 3-0. So the count goes to 3-0 on Levesque. The 3-0 pitch. Called strike, it's 3-1. 3-1 to Levesque. The 3-1 pitch on the way, curveball. He got a piece of it, but it's foul. Count goes full, it's 3-2. So Hayes, the pitcher, works to count the 3-2. First batter here in the second inning. Saints trail by 1, it's 2-1. And the payoff pitch. Ground ball hit slowly. Shortstop bobbled it, couldn't make the play. And safe at first base is Levesque. And the Saints' first batter is on board. So runner at first for McNaughton.
Catcher number 22, Riley Naughton.
Left-handed batter Riley McNaughton up to the plate first time this afternoon. Again, runner at first, nobody out. Pitch is outside, 1-0. 1-0 to McNaughton. And the pitch is up high and wide, make it 2-0. So McNaughton works the count to 2-0. Again, a runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of 2. The 2-0 pitch is outside, make it 3-0. So 3-0 the count. The 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, 1-2. Make that 3-1. 3-1 the count to McNaughton. There goes the runner. And he's going to get a stolen base, but no, it's a walk anyways. It was called a ball. It would have been a stolen base, but nevertheless, it's a walk. And the Saints have 2 runners aboard. The second baseman,
Number 7,
Evan Schweier.
Evan Schweier.
So Schweier steps up with 2 runners aboard. Nobody out. Bottom of 2. And the Saints are threatening to get back into this one. The first pitch to Schweier, and he lays down a beautiful bunt. Long throw to first as he's safer out. And he is safe at first base on the bunt attempt, and the bases are now loaded. That was a beautiful bunt laid down there by Schweier, and he's safe at first. Bases loaded. Nobody out for the leadoff hitter. Bryce Plain walked, scored, and also had a stolen base his first inning up. Now he's got the bases juiced. And the Saints looking to get back into this one. Bases loaded, nobody out. Pitch is swung on, hit high to third. Here's a throw home. He is going to be out at home, but everybody else is safe on the fielder's choice. 5-2, but the runners are still bases loaded, but there's now 1 out. 1 out in the Saints' second inning.
Third baseman number 20, Cannon Gale.
Cannon Gale will step up. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. The pitch to Gale was low but blocked by the catcher on the outside. Counts 1-0. 1-0 to Gale with Ryan Querbach on deck, the first baseman. Saints with players or runners in scoring position. The 1-0 pitch, 1-1. Again, bases loaded, 1 out. 1-1 the count. And the pitch. Fouled off the screen, again right in front of us. Counts 1-2. Hayes delivers, swung on and fouled off down the right side. Count stays 1-2. Again, bases loaded. 1 out here in the Saints' second inning. Do not want to leave these base runners stranded, especially with 1 out. Hayes has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Here's the next pitch on the way. Curveball hit sharply to short. Flip to second for 1. Back to first. Do they pull off the double play? They do. And the side is retired, and the double play is sharply played and nicely played. 6-4-3. Saints get no runs in the inning, unfortunately. Just 1 hit, an error. And the score as we come to the top of the third inning, Saints trail by 1. It's 2-1. We'll be right back.
For Saints. Xavier Whittle.
So we get set to start the top of the third inning. Xavier Whittle will lead things off for the Hawks, with the Hawks leading 2-1. Brady Nelson on the mound, and here's the first pitch in the third. Called strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Whittle, who walked his first time up. He'll be followed by Lee Gray in the lineup. And then Justin Groves. First 3 batters for the Hawks here in their third inning. The 0-1 pitch is low, make it 1-1. 1-1 the count to Whittle. One pitch on the way. It's up high, make it 2-1. Two and one to Whittle. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to short. Good pickup, long throw to first, and he's going to get him. So Bryce playing with the play at short. 6-3. You're scoring at home. 1 out.
Catcher number 35, Lee Gray.
We'll bring up the catcher, Lee Gray, who struck out his first time up. So there's 1 out, nobody on, top of 3. Saints trail by 1. First pitch is outside, 1-0 to Gray. A fielder, Justin Groves, awaits on deck for the Hawks. The 1-0 pitch, belted into left field deep. This is trouble, it's gone. A home run off the bat. of Lee Gray hits a bomb. And the Saints now trail by 2. That ball was well hit.
Left fielder number 8, Justin Groves.
So Justin Groves will step up to the plate. His team has just taken a 2-run lead. It's 3-1 for the Hawks. Nelson with low and outside, 1-0 the count to Groves, who flew out to center field. His first time up, he's 0 for 1. But a home run off the bat of Lee Gray have given the Hawks a 2-1 lead here in this third inning. Outside corner, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Groves. Callum Blue is on deck for the Hawks. The 1-1 pitch, curveball into dirt. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Count is even at 2. 2-2 the count to Groves. Saints now trail by 2. It's 3-1 here in the third inning. And the pitch. Swung on. Up in the air, is going in foul, but it's going to be out of play. Count remains 2-2. 2-2 the count to Groves. Nelson has thrown a lot of pitches in this contest early. Two pitch on the way. Curve ball. It's hit into right field, right center, actually, but the right fielder is going to call him off. The center fielder, so the right fielder makes the play. Mitch McCosh. 2 outs here in the third, and they'll bring up Callum Blue. Callum Blue singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1 in the afternoon. There are 2 outs here in the third inning. As mentioned, the Saints trail by 2. First pitch to Blue is belted into right field for a solid base hit. His second hit of the game. He's 2 for 2. This could bring up David Beato. David Boato, the third baseman.
Number 12, David Boato.
Boato has also had a hit his last time up. He's 1 for 1. Runner at first. 2 out. Here in the top of 3. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Boato. Caleb McQuarren is on deck for the Hawks, and Boato will go aboard or get aboard. Here's the pitch. Curveball in for a strike. It's 0-2. So the count goes to 0-2 on Boato. The 0-2 pitch on the way. It's outside. 1-2. One and two the count on Boato. There's the 1-2 pitch. Runner goes hit sharply to short. Long throw to first. That was Plain making the throw, and the side is retired, but not before some more damage against the Saints. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, and the score as we come to the bottom of the third. The Saints So we get set to start the bottom half of the third inning. The Saints trail now by 2. It's 3-1 is our score. And for the Saints, it will be Querbach, Rosmina, and McCosh, the 3 first batters for the Saints here in the third inning with a 2-run deficit.
For the St. Clair Saints, the first baseman, number 18, Ryan Querbach.
Ryan Querbach, safe on an error his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. And again, Rosmina waits on deck for the Saints. Ronan Hayes, first pitch. A ball, here's another pitch outside. 2-0 the count. 2-0 the count to Querbach. Two-0 pitch is in for a strike. Make it 2-1. So the count goes to 2-1 on Querbach. Curveball is up high, make it 3-1. 3-1 to Querbach. The 3-1 pitch swung on and hit into left field. Easy play for the left fielder. Justin Groves, 1 up and 1 down in the Saints' third inning. And the catch by Groves. Eric Rosmina will step up to the plate. He singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. 1 out here in the Saints' third inning. Again, 1 out, nobody on. The curveball is in for a strike. 0-1 to Rosmina. 0-1 the count to Rosmina. Saints trail by 2 here in the third. Ground ball chopped wide of third. Count goes. To 0-2. And the pitch. Just missed outside. 1-2. Mitch McCosh, the third scheduled batter here in the third inning for the Saints. And the pitch in tight. 2-2. 2-2 the count to Rosmina. Rosmina, one of the Saints' more reliable hitters, and here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. A curveball is hit up in the air. It's in shallow center field. And making the play, the center fielder, Jack St. Louis. 2 up and 2 down in the Saints' third inning. It'll bring up McCosh, Mitch McCosh, who flew out to left his first time up.
Mitch McCosh.
So, 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of 3, and McCosh steps up. Again, he's 0 for 1. Pitch by Hayes is outside. Ronan Hayes, it's 1-0. 1-0 the count to McCosh. The 1-0 pitch, make it low, 2-0. So the count goes to 2-0 on McCosh. So should he get safely aboard, Andrew Sleeman will step up to the plate for the Saints. Again, the Saints trail by 2 in this one. The pitch, in for a strike. And the pitch is outside. Sliced into right field for a base hit past the sprawling second baseman. Solid hit off the bat of McCosh.
Center fielder number 23, Andrew Sleeman.
Andrew Sleeman will step up to the plate. Runner at first. And to Sleeman, who struck out his first time up. Again, runner at first, 2 out. On the third inning with the Saints trailing 3-1. Pitch is fouled off down the right side. On the deck, awaits on deck. Sleeman get aboard. 2 outs, runner at first. And the pitch. Gets by the catcher and going to second base, McCosh. Gray couldn't handle the pitch, and Saints do have a man in scoring position. Runner at second. Again, 2 outs here in the third. The pitch to Sleeman. Gonna miss, and he gets him swinging. And the sign is over. 1 run and no hits. Whereas in the score as we come to the top of the 4th inning. Saints trail by 2. It's 3-1. We'll be right back.
Leading off the top of the 4th for the Humber Hawks, the shortstop number 2, Caleb Iguerin.
Caleb Aquarin, the shortstop, will step up. He threw out the center field his first time up. Top of the 4th inning, Saints trail by 2. It's 3-1 the score. Ground ball past the shortstop, a solid single off the bat of Aquarin. And the Hawks have a runner aboard at first base.
Right fielder number 17,
Hit of the afternoon,
Parker Deans.
We'll bring up the right fielder, Parker Dean, who was hit by a pitch his first time up. So there's a runner at first, nobody out. Top of 4, Saints trail by 2. Throw back to first, keeping the runners honest. Making some activity in the Saints bullpen. Keep an eye on that. Here is the pitch, showing bunt called a strike. Count 0-1. And 1 the count to Deans. Jack St. Louis, the center fielder, waits on deck. Here's the pitch. Curveball outside. 1-1. pitch. Side again, 2-1. 2-1 the count to Dean. The 2-1 pitch on the way, swung on but fouled off. Dugout.
So, server
So
address.
the count goes to 2-2. Again, runner at first.
Stream URL and then stream my.
Nobody out, top of the 4th inning, and the Saints are losing 3-1 in this one.
It reset everything.
First game of 2 here today at the ballpark. 2-2 pitch on the way. Up the middle is going to be a base hit. Solid single off the bat of Parker Dean's 7th hit of the afternoon. And the Hawks have runners at first and second with nobody out. So they threaten to score again. Lincoln is definitely up now and throwing for the Saints. Catcher coming to the mound. More stalling tactic than a tactic at all.
Center fielder number 18, Jack St. Louis.
So Jack St. Louis will step up. First and second. And the pitch. There's a bunt, and it's going to be a throw to first, so the runners will advance on the play. And we have runners at, so a sacrifice, runners at second and third with one out. You know, to bring up the second baseman Isaac Aquera, and he's 0 for 2.
Number 7, Isaac Duva.
So Isaac Duva actually stepping up to the plate, the left-handed batter with second and third. There's a hit into left field. Runner is going to come home. Here is the throw. It's going to be not in time. The shortstop cuts it off. And now it is a 3-run lead as Aquarian scores from third. And now the Saints trail by 3.
Designated hitter number 20, Xavier Whittle.
So Xavier Whittle will step up with 2 outs. Runner at second. Saints now losing 4-1. First pitch to Whittle. In for a strike, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count on Whittle. The Humber Hawks lead this one 4-1 here in the 4th inning. It's the 3rd straight inning the Hawks have scored at least a run. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 0-2. Good curveball. Pulled the string on that one. Count goes to 0-2. 2 out, runner on second. Brady Nelson. And the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, he gets him. The side is retired, but not before damage is done. 2 runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the score is to go to the bottom of 4. Saints trail 4-1. Bottom of 4, Saints again trail by 3. Rowan Hayes, the pitcher. First pitch is in for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0 the count to Levesque. Ronan Hayes, the pitcher. The 1-0 pitch swung on, and it's fouled away. 1-1 the count. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Curveball is up high. Make it 2-1. 2-1 the count to Levesque. Riley McNaughton, the catcher, awaits on deck. The 2-1 pitch is way outside, make it 3-1. So Levesque works the count to 3-1. Saints getting a little more desperate for runners on board or to get them aboard. And the 3-1 pitch curveball is in tight. And he walked him. So Levesque gets a walk. He's going to bring up Riley McNaughton, the catcher.
Catcher number 22, Riley Naughton.
Evan Schweier awaits on deck for the Saints, but we have a runner at first with nobody out here in the Saints' 4th inning. The first pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McNaughton. McNaughton had a single his last time up. Here's the pitch. Way outside. One and one. And the pitch. Called strike. 1-2. 2 the count on McNaughton. The 1-2 pitch on the way. And he gets him swinging. That's his 3rd strikeout of the afternoon.
Second baseman number 7, Evan Schweier.
Schweier singled his first time up, so he's 1 for 1. Runner at first, 1 out, bottom of 4. As we're nearing and passing the halfway mark of this game. First pitch to Schweier, way outside and high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Schweier. The 1-0 pitch on the way, sent into left field, is going to be caught on the run on a nice play by the left fielder. That was Justin Groves with the running catch. And there are 2 outs in the Saints' 4th inning. Nice play by the left fielder.
Shortstop number 2, Bryce Plain.
He's going to bring up the shortstop, Bryce Plain, who is 0 for 1 officially. Also walked his first time up. So there are two outs in the Saints' 4th inning. They trail by 3. 4-1's our score. Curveball is high and wide. It's 1-0 to Plain. Cannon Gale is on deck for the Saints. If Plain can get aboard. And the 1-0 pitch is swung on. Runner was going. It's into right center field. Making the play, the center fielder. That was Jack St. Louis. And the side is retired. So 3 up and 3 down. And actually there was a walk. There was 4 up but 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. And the score at the end of 4. Saints trail 4-1. We'll be right back.
For St. Clair. Lee Gray.
So we're getting set to start the top of the 5th inning with the Saints trailing 4-1. Lee Gray will lead things off for the Hawks. Homered his last time up. Struck out his first time out, so he's 1 for 2, but he has a home run. It was a single run blast, and the curveball in from Nelson called a strike. 0-1 the count to Lee Gray, who hit a home run, like I said, his last time up. Swing and a miss, 0-2. 0-2 the count to Lee Gray. The 0-2 pitch on the way. It's swung on and hit into right field. Making the play is McCosh. One up and one down in the Hawks' fifth inning. It's going to bring up Justin Groves.
Left fielder number
Groves is
8,
0 for 2.
Justin Groves.
Flew out to center his first time out. Flew out to right his second time up. So 1 out, nobody on. Top of 5 here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. And the Saints trail by 3. Fastball is low, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Groves. Callum Blue awaits on deck for the Humber Hawks. The 1-0 pitch, curveball is low, make it 2-0. 2-0 the count. Hawks have 6 runs and 4 hits in this one. Saints have had 4 hits, just 1 run. Hence the 3-run deficit here in the 5th. Got a piece of it. To stay alive, the count stays at 0-2. 0-2 the count. Brady Nelson delivers. There's a strike. Get 2-2. I apologize for that. It's 2-2 the count on Groves. The 2 pitch on the way. Fouls it back. He was jammed. Count remains at 2-2. Two and two the count to Groves. Nelson deals. Curveball just got a piece. Was Groves. He stays up. It's 2-2 still. 1 out. Nobody on. Top of the 5th. Two pitch on the way. It's a ground ball wide of third. And staying alive at the plate is Groves. They are still throwing in the pen for the Saints. One thing that we've noticed on the left side of the field. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. And he gets him swinging. So Groves is struck out. Third strikeout of the afternoon
First baseman
for Nelson.
21, Callum Blue.
So Callum Blue will step up with 2 outs in the Hawks' 5th inning. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, both singles. And the first pitch to Blue. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. 0-1 the count to Blue. The 0-1 pitch swung on and fouled off. He got a good rip at it, but it's 0-2. And to the count to Blue. David Boato is on deck. Should Blue get aboard? And the pitch, way outside. 1-2. One-two pitch on the way, belted into right field. It's going to be a base hit. Solid single off the bat of Blue. He's now 3 for 3 on the afternoon, and the Hawks have a man aboard with 2 outs here in the 5th. David Boato, who is 1 for 2, will step up to the plate.
David Boato.
So David Boato, the third baseman, again, he's 1 for 2. Runner at first. 2 outs, top of the 5th. First pitch to Boato is swung on and hit into right field. Kosh makes the play, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, and no errors. And the score as we come to the bottom of the 5th, it's 4-1. Humber will be right back. So we get set to start the bottom half of the 5th inning.
St. Clair Saints. The third baseman, number 20, Cannon Gale.
Third baseman Cannon Gale will step up to the plate. Gale is 0 for 2 in the afternoon. First pitch is hit down the left side. It's deep, 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 and back, and it's going to bounce off the wall. And with a stand-up double is Cannon Gale. Got a lot of lumber on that one. Well hit, and it's a double off the bat of Cannon Gale. We'll bring up Ryan Querbach, the first baseman.
Ryan Querbach.
Querbach is 0 for 2 so far this afternoon, but there's a runner at second base with nobody out here in the Saints' 5th inning, trailing by 3. First pitch to Querbach, swung on and hit the left side. It's foul. 0-1 the count. Ronan Hayes still on the mound for Humber. 1 on, nobody out. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 0-2 the count to Querbach. And the pitch gets him swinging. It's going to bring up Eric Arozmina. Arozmina is 1 for 2. He's the DH.
26, Eric Arozmina.
So 1 out, 1 on. Bottom of 5. Again, the Saints trail 4-1. We're going to change baseballs here. Arozmina the batter. He'll be followed by McCosh. Runner on second, 1 out. Here in the Saints' 5th. And the first pitch. Curveball is low and inside, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Arozmina. Saints trail by 3. Pitcher taking his time, taking a break, is Hayes. And the pitch, in for a strike. To the count. The pitch to Arozmina. It's low. It goes to 2-2. 2-2 the count. Runner at second base. 1 out. Two pitch on the way, up tight and inside. The count's full. Full count on a Roseman, huh? Here's the 3-2 pitch, and he walked him. So a Roseman gets a walk. Runners now at first and second with one out, and it's going to bring up Mitch McCosh.
Right fielder, number 32, Mitch McCosh.
McCosh is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. He had a single his last time up. So we have runners at first and second. One out here in the fifth. Here's the pitch by Hayes. It's in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to McCosh. Oh, one pitch on the way, swung on. It is going to be knocked down by the shortstop. He speared it, and they're going to get 2 on the play to retire the side. So the shortstop on the play, that's Equinaran, makes the play, a double play, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the score at the end of 5, the Saints still trail. It's 4-1. We'll be right back. So we're ready to start the top of the 6th inning. A new pitcher on the mound for the Saints is Tyler Brown Amlin. His first pitch, and it's hit into right field. It's going to be a base hit off the bat of number 2. That was Caleb Equiran. Gets his second hit of the afternoon, the 8th hit.
Parker Deans.
He's going to bring up Parker Deans. That's the 8th hit of the afternoon for Humber College. They have a runner at first with nobody away. And the pitch. It's popped up. Second baseman calls it. And he is going to make the play. It was Evan Schreier with the putout. 1 out, 1 on.
Fielder, number 18.
He's going to bring up Jack St. Louis.
St. Louis.
So Jack St. Louis is 1 for 2 in the afternoon. Sacrificed his last time up. Runner at first, 1 out. Top of 6. And the first pitch to St. Louis is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1 the count to St. Louis. 0-1 pitch on the way. It's low. Make it 1-1. 1-1 the count to St. Louis. The 1-1 pitch on the way. Up the middle, second baseman flips it to shortstop and he bobbled the ball. Everybody is safe. So Bryce Plain couldn't handle the flip. Whether he was expecting it or not, I really can't say, but nevertheless, he is safe. Have to await the call on that one. Nevertheless, it's first and second with one out. And the Saints had a conversation at the time. So number 7, Isaac.
Second baseman, number 7, Isaac Duva.
Isaac Duva is the batter. Did they call the runner out at second? Okay, so there was an out at second. So there are 2 outs. So we apologize for the confusion there on the fielder's choice. Runner goes, throw to second is not going to be in time. Runner will not go further. That was Duva with the stolen base. So Duva's at second base with 2 out. And Xavier Whittle, the batter. Actually, it's Duva at the plate. St. Louis out stealing. 2 out here in the 6th. Pitch is up high and outside. 2-0. Runner at second. Duva the batter. Pops it up. Somebody's going to have to call for it, and the third baseman comes hustling in. That was Gale. And the side is retired with no damage. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and the score as we come to the bottom of the 6th, the Saints still trail by 3. It's 4-1. We'll be right back. So we've started the bottom half of the 6th inning. Andrew Sleeman was just hit by a pitch at first base. Owen Levesque will step up. He's 0 for 1 in the afternoon. He walked his last time up, so the Saints have a runner at first. Bottom of the 6th inning, and they trail by 3. It's 4-1. The first pitch to Levesque outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Levesque. The pitch. Outside, make it 2-0. The 2-0 pitch on the way. It's now 3-0. So the count goes to 3-0. Sleeman was hit by a pitch and having some control issues is Ronan Hayes, the right-handed pitcher who started the game. And the pitch. He walked him. 4 straight pitches. And Levesque is aboard. There's runners at first and second. We're going to have a visit to the mound. There is some throwing in the Hawks bullpen. Have a conference at the mound. Everybody is there from the infield, and we're going to get a pitching change. So coming out is Ronan Hayes. So we'll wait for the announcement on the new pitcher for the Hawks. And I believe the Saints are also having a pinch batter. We'll get the announcement shortly who the new pitcher is and also who the batter is for the Saints. Just awaiting word on both counts, both the new pitcher and also a new batter here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Saints trail by 3. Red runners at first and second here in the 6th inning. Trying to mount a comeback. We'll have the names for you once we find out who they are. Apologize for a bit of a delay. Again, we're trying to find out who both new players are. The new batter coming up, who's going to bat for McNaughton, and the new pitcher who has replaced Ronan Hayes.
Now pitching for the Humber Hawks, number 16, Marcus Milton.
So Marcus Milson is the new pitcher on the mound for the Humber Hawks, and the new batter for the Saints. We do know he's wearing number 24. We're just waiting for the official announcement. It will be a right-hander against a right-hander. Just about ready to get this game back underway after the pitching change. Here's the last warm-up toss. And now the Saints are announcing their new batter. So number 24.
For number 24, Lawrence Aurelio.
So Lawrence Aurelio is the batter. He'll be the pinch hitter with runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the Saints' 6th inning. They trail by 3. This is a huge at bat for the Saints. Here's the first pitch. It hit him. So Aurelio gets hit by a pitch and is going to load the bases. That's 2 hit batsmen this inning, different pitchers. And the bases are loaded for Evan Schreier. Left-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher, and the Saints have the bases juiced with nobody out here in the 6th inning.
Number 7, Evan Schreier.
So Evan Schreier stepping up to the plate. First pitch to Schreier, off speed in for a strike. It's 0-1. Marcus Milson, bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom of the 6th inning. The pitch is high, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Schreier. The 1-1 pitch on the way, fouled off the screen right in front of us. It's now 1-2. Again, nobody out, bases are juiced. Schreier is the 9th batter in their overall lineup. That means we'll go to the top of the lineup once Schreier is finished. 0-2 pitch on the way, and he slices it foul down the left side. Count remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way. Hit into left field. It is going to drop for a base hit. 1 will score, and everybody is safe for the Saints. Schreier with an RBI single, and the runners advance to second and third, and also obviously Schreier going to first, and the bases are still loaded. 4-2 now is our score. It comes to the top of the order. And Bryce Plain will step up.
Bryce Plain.
Plain is 0 for 2 in the afternoon, and the Saints now trail by 2 as they've added a run in this inning. But the bases are loaded, nobody away. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. The count goes to 0-1. 0-1 the count. To Bryce Plain. Cannon Gale waits on deck for the Saints. Here's the pitch, in tight, 1-1. 1-1 the count. The pitch, outside, 2-1. Count goes to 2-1 on Plain. And the pitch is outside, make it 3-1. 3-1 the count to Bryce Plain. The 3-1 pitch on the way. Outside, he walked him. And we're getting another run in. Third walk, second walk this inning. It's now 4-3. And we're going to have another conference at the mound. We might see another pitching change. Let's see. Bases are still loaded now. It is 4-3. And there is nobody out here in the Saints' sixth inning. Long conference at the mound. We're going to see if there's a pitching change or not. But he wasn't close on the pitches. Umpire from home plate slowly making his way to the mound to break things up. And nevertheless, pitcher remains in. Cannon Gale will step up to the plate with the bases loaded. Nobody out, and the Saints trail by 1.
Cannon Gale.
So Cannon Gale with the bases loaded. Ryan Querbach is on deck for the Saints. Again, we have nobody out, and the Saints now trail by 1 after trailing by 3 to start the inning. First pitch, in tight, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Gale. The 1-0 pitch on the way, in for a strike, it's 1-1. 1-1 the count to Gale. Gale is 1 for 3 in the afternoon, has double last time up. Bases loaded, infielders drawn in. 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into center field. Backing up and backing up even more, and he makes the grab, but the runners are going to advance. 1 run will score. Here comes another one, and the Saints will take a 5-4 lead. And the Saints have exploded here in this inning. Runners still at first base, but 2 runs have scored. And the batter now stepping up.
First baseman number 18, Ryan Querbach.
Did that thing actually drop in? I thought it was a sac fly, yes. So that's, I thought it dropped in, we couldn't tell. So there are now how many outs in this one? I believe in this inning there is one. And the Saints, though, have taken the lead. It's 5-4. And the batter is Querbach. Pitch is inside for a strike at 0-2. 0-2 the count. Runner at first base. One out. Pitch is down the left side, is going to go foul, out of play. So the Saints have taken the lead. It's 5-4. They've had just one hit this inning. They've been two hit batsmen. And a couple walks as well. And the pitch. Off speed. They call it a strike. One and two the count. The pitch. Outside, runner goes. That's plain. The throw, and he calls him out. Caught stealing is plain. I should say Gale, and there's now two outs. Querbach with a hit into right field. It's deep. It's going to go off the wall. It's extra bases, and Querbach is going to go to second base with a stand-up double. So Querbach gets a double, and the Saints now have a runner on second base. Two outs, and the Saints with their second hit of the inning.
Designated hitter number 26, Eric Hiroshimana.
Saints lead 5-4. They've scored 3 runs so far, and Rosamino will step up to the plate for St. Clair. He's 1 for 2 in the afternoon with Querbach at second base. The first pitch has hit him, and Rosamino just gets hit by a pitch. And there'll be runners now at first and second. And it's going to bring up Mitch McCosh. And I think we're going to get a pitching change. That's his second trip to the mound. Yes, we have another pitcher coming in to this one. So it'll be first and second. We have a new pitcher in the game. We'll get his name shortly. 2 outs, and the Saints lead 5-4 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Again, just awaiting word on the new pitcher. He wears uniform number 8, I believe, or 6. Just kind of hard to tell from our vantage point. He's a right-hander nevertheless, and we're just trying to get the name here for you, so we apologize for the delay. I think he's wearing number 8. Again, we're just trying to find out his number for you.
Now pitching for the Humber Hawks, number 6, Eric Alcaraz.
So Eric Volcaris is the pitcher. start the bottom half, the top half of the seventh inning. And the Saints lead by 2. It's 6-4 after a 4-run uprising in their bottom half of the sixth inning.
You got the audio? After this game, we'll switch.
So the Saints here at the top of the seventh inning.
Schweier stayed in the game at second. This is what he's watching.
We're going to have Schweier's going to stay in the game at second base. Who did the pinch running for the Saints.
So let's get it going on my end. Because that's all we have to
Xavier Whittle will step up to the plate. First batter to face Tyler Amlin Brown. Tyler Brown Amlin. So Xavier Whittle against. There's a hit into left field and a nice play there by the Saints left fielder. That was Levesque, 1 up and 1 down in the top of the seventh inning. So Tyler Brown Amlin will go up against Lee Gray, who has a home run in this game. He's 1 for 3 in the afternoon. 6-4 is our score. We're in the top of the seventh inning. In this one, swing and a miss. It's 0-1 for the Hawks, who led all the way until the bottom of the sixth inning. So the Saints lead it by 2 here in the seventh. The 0-1 pitch on the way, in for a strike, make it 0-2. So the count goes to 0-2. On Gray, Justin Groves is scheduled to bat next. Oh, 2 pitch on the way, up high, 1-2. 1-2 the count. On Lee Gray. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, got him. So Gray is caught looking. There are 2 outs, and the Hawks are down to their last out here in the top of the seventh inning. And stepping up to the plate is Justin Groves, who is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. And he struck out his first time up. 6-4, the Saints lead it. And the Hawks are down to their last out here in the top of the seventh inning. Tyler Brown Amlin delivers. It's up high, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Groves. Again, Groves 0 for 3. Tyler Brown here in relief. Likes to work fast. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Make it 1-1. 1-1 the count to Groves. One pitch on the way. It's swung on and fouled back. Count now goes to 1-2. 1-2 the count to Justin Groves. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curveball is swung but fouled off to the right side of the field. Count remains 1-2. 1-2 the count to Groves. As mentioned, the Hawks are down to the last out. Saints have rebounded and lead 6-4 here in the seventh. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and this game is over. Strike 3 swing, and the Saints' comeback is complete. No runs, no hits, and no errors, and the Saints win game 1, 6-4 in a comeback victory here in game 1 at the ballpark. So that's the story here after game 1. The Saints win it 6-4. We'll be back for game 2. Thank you.